So it's just dawned on us. It's just dawned on us that I don't even think the stream was live this whole time. The button at the top of the stream that says go live, it's supposed to say end stream because it was supposed to be live. So if anyone's in chat, please confirm whether or not you've been in chat for a while with nothing happening, or if you've been there and things have actually been happening on stream, because I may have been talking for an hour with nothing I've been saying or doing being transferred through the stream. And that would be heartbreaking, but also kind of hilarious. So if anyone could confirm that, that would be wonderful. I was like, why are all the bars dead? The bars are all dead because the stream apparently wasn't live, despite there's been chatters. It's been crazy. So let me know if the stream's been a bit weird. I have no idea. I think I'm going mad. But running out of time. Yep, just now came. Oh my god, the whole thing's been for nothing. Oh dear. So has the whole thing, like visually, has the stream been dead visually this whole time? What level of dead has the stream been this whole time? Because that's my heart's breaking. Rehearsal over, lads. Oh dear. Honestly. So I forgot, what did I say? So has there been visuals this whole time, or has it been blank the whole time? The stream is only 2 minutes old. Oh god. That's terrible. Oh dear. Anyways, assuming there's been like literally nothing being said this whole time. Because Ziggy, right? Like legitimately, right? Like I had a whole like laugh at the whole returning muffins thing. So any audio? Oh no. This is terrible. Oh dear. Like my life's over. Okay. Surely there was audio, right? Was there no audio as well? Do I jump off a cliff? Okay, so assuming there was no audio and no visuals for the last hour, that's wild. Okay, if that's been the case and the stream is like 2 minutes old and I've been talking to myself and partially to Ziggy, because Ziggy made a comment saying returning muffins, I then replied to that verbally and he then corrected himself like conversationally in time with what I was saying. I assumed the stream was live because I had this whole conversation about muffins with Ziggy. But he didn't hear any of it. That's hilarious. Oh my god. In that case, yeah, dude, it's understandable. It's entirely my fault. I didn't hit go live. Apart from the fact that it's on OBS, right? You hit go live on both OBS and on YouTube, right? So it's streaming on OBS, but it wasn't streaming on YouTube, even though it was saying that the stream health was like immaculate the whole time. That's crazy. That's so funny. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. An hour. Okay, but anyway, all that aside, average Dark Oath enjoyer, I did shout you out twice when the stream wasn't live. But dude, thank you for joining the Toasty Airs and upgrading to Absolute Legends. Thank you for supporting the channel and enjoy the members only content. It's greatly appreciated. But I guess with the drama, with the sadness of the stream being dead for a whole hour, we're back. We're here. It's... What's the stream even called now? It's Nattering and Battering. Welcome to Nattering and Battering. It's all falling apart. We're all going a bit mad today. It's a good time. My brain is completely blank now. But we're back. And so is Road to Gold. Here we go. We're back. We're back on straight. We're back on track now. We're back. Road to Gold's back as well. Season 3 is live. There's a video went live today. Extra video for the week. Badoosh is on the YouTubes for it was up early for members. It's out now for everybody else, and Roto Gold's back. It's so exciting. And since the last stream, when I did a bit of Roto Gold coverage and content, and since this video dropping, I have gotten so many DMs, with list ideas and ally ideas and considerations and stuff, and it's so exciting because there's so many lists that have come in. I simply don't have time to test them all because the tournament's in like what, 2 weeks. So realistically, like, I can't play the 20 lists that I now have written down. There are so many, and there's some overlap here and there, but there's some really cool ally options. And I want to highlight one now. Actually, the one I want to highlight it came from Appleheart, friend of the channel. Appleheart, wonderful player. Who plays 40k, he plays Kill Team, he plays Warcry, and we played so many games when he first started Warcry. We were on TTS, and we were playing religiously. And he came in with this wonderful idea for a list that I am going to do now. So the core, so of course Roto Gold is running Order of Azyr for Season 3, which is very exciting. And the list in question was Hanavatol, because Hanavatol is the best witch hunter. Like, some people prefer Haskell Hexbane, and Haskell Hexbane's wonderful, but like, if you've got a choice between the two, you take Hanavatol. He's more aggressive. He's got more crit. Like, debatably, like, point for point, Haskell is better because he's got more toughness but less crit. But the extra crit and the extra ability, I think, is actually worth losing that toughness. In my opinion, anyway. We take an Armand Callus. We'll vibe with the Quiet Park. We'll take some dogs. Badoosh, badoosh. And this is a kind of the core of any list, right? This is like the base of any list is like these 5 guys. From here, you can like add in, you know, a Varentia. Even an Amos Duncaro isn't a bad idea. You can throw in like a Lysa, even a Balthus, a Varentia, more Witch Hunters, Duralias, whatever you want, right? But this is the base, very strong base. Now, the addition that Appleheart suggested is rather magnificent. You take a Sanson Farstrider, you take an Almeric Eagle Eye, and you take an Elias Swiftblade, and my god, you've got 45 points left over. And you have this absolute unit of a warband, and it's a sight. It's 8 man with 3 very, very burly and cost-efficient Stormcast, all with range attacks. Again, you have 2 dogs. They don't have range attacks. Sadly, they are dogs, so they don't get the benefit. That's okay. We can forgive the dogs. We can maybe model on some pistols, right? Like, you know, bomb squigs in 40k. Have like dynamite strapped to them, slap some pistols on the Grotbite and Raspike. It's fine. They can be there too with their own guns. But the benefits of Sanson, Almeric, and Elias is that they are so damn tanky. My god, T5, 22 wounds for 135 points. That's a lot of bulk. That's crazy amounts of bulk. In melee, they're also great. 4424 is nothing to scoff at. And their range profile of 3414 is also wonderful. They can just blap away from a range, They're crit fishing, but they're strength 4. So in a chaff, they're hitting reliably. If you start getting those 6s off, you're doing some good work. And because they're getting up to 6 shots a person, and there's 3 of them, that's like 18 extra shots. You can't get that volume within Order of Azyr. So if you want more guns, you go to Vanguard and take Fast Striders, and that's really exciting. Sanson Fast Strider is arguably the worst here. Arguably. The reason for that is that, like, offensively, he's identical to Almeric and Elias, which isn't great when he's 35 points more expensive, but he does have 8 more wounds. Sanson is a tank, and he's also cheap. Even as a hero, 170, 4424, 30 wounds T5, with a range profile, that's a really good profile. Even if he compares poorly to his own warband who aren't heroes, that's completely fine. And plus it gives us 3 really good melee threats. 4424 is a great melee profile to have, especially with counter not being as prevalent, meaning that we aren't punished as much when we are hitting on 5s or on 4s. So all good stuff. But then we have their abilities, and their abilities really add, because like I was saying in Road to Gold and on stream, with Order of Azyr, you have so many triples, and you have a few doubles, but they're locked to Quiet Pock and Duralia. So if you don't have both Pock and Duralia in one list, then you're a little bit light on doubles, and all your abilities are really expensive. So how do you get around that? You add in allies with more doubles, and these guys do that. You have first with Sanson Fast Rider, you have Righteous Aura, +1 toughness in a 6-inch AoE. This is actually very substantial, because everyone bar your dogs and Stormcast are T4. They now go to T5, which is great. If they're in cover, they're now T6. So against other ranged threats, you are out shooting them, because your guys are a lot harder to hit. You are winning that range towards you to just the sheer bulk of your toughness being elevated via cover and via Righteous Aura. Very, 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 very impactful potentially, and the 6-inch bubble is great. And of course, your Stormcast all go to to toughness 6, which is also really good. So you can, on a double with no dice value requirements, like a low double would do here, ideally low double, because you don't want to burn high doubles, because you want to put on explosive bolts. You can make your warband tougher in a big old bubble, and that's really good. But then Tireless Hunters is where things really get spicy. Tireless Hunters +3 move on their next move action is wonderful. These guys are moving 4 base, so they go to movement 7, which means their threat range for melee is 8 inches. Because it's the 4 inches plus the 3 plus the 1 inch reach. 8 inches of threat to run in and just bap some chaff, bap some mid range, and you're going to win those fights. You have the toughness and the wounds to win those fights with any of these Stormcasts can do it. And the threat range is quite substantial. Because your range attack exists as well, your actual threat is closer to maths 15 inches. With a Swift Striders into a shot, you have a 15-inch threat range, I think. Yes, maths is math in here. Letting you move and fire your crossbows. It also just makes you faster. You can just run up and run 11 inches overall and do objective stuff, which is wonderful. And of course, it's a double. It's nice and cheap. You love to see it. Big fan of having that on these guys. And the final one is guided by the Astral Compass, and this means your guys get free movements, and the bubble's quite big. So this is used by Sanson, but it also importantly applies to Sanson, because it doesn't say other and it doesn't say visible, which means that Sanson moves, Almeric moves, and Elias moves, dice value be damned, and that is really good for aggression, for falling back, for objective play, for treasure play. There's so many reasons why free movement actions are good, and typically you would want to have all 3 of them together in one deployment group, maybe. Although I'd be tempted to maybe split one off right? And have like maybe Almeric hanging with like Armand and a dog or something, right? Like you would have like Sanson and Elias as one group, Hannibal, Pock, Grotbiter as another, and then Almeric, Armand, and Ratspike or whatever. I forgot what I even said. Yeah, Almeric, Armand, and Ratspike. So you've got them split up that way. So it's unlikely you'll get all three moving with one triple, but even getting two moving is well worth it. That's great value on a triple. It adds more to your action economy, which is what you need, right? You're a fairly, you're not elite, but you're mid-rangey, and you need all your actions to really matter when your impact and your durability on other things are quite low. So you have to have that extra economy, and this works really well. So this is Appleheart's list. He suggested it was Haskell over Armand, but ultimately, after nattering with Appleheart, if you took Haskell, which is a fantastic option to take, you actually just have 5 points left over because you want to spend your strength blessings on Pock and Armand, right? And actually, hang on. Yeah, so you want to put 50 on Pock, 50 on Armand, and then maybe put something on Sanson or on Hannibal or something with the rest with the points left over. So it can definitely work. There's points there. If you want even more blessing points, drop Armand for a Haskell. I don't think that's really required. I think Armand is the better choice just for more range stuff. And Alex, all Dakar fast riders, are we really doing this? Maybe. It fits so well, right? Like the 3 fast rider lads into a Hannibal Pock Armand combo. We have 45 points left over for blessings. We can do some stuff with that. There's some sauce going into that I think is very interesting. So I'm quite excited to see how that pans out, really. So I think in this list, I think it'll be strength on Armand, strength on Pock, and crit on Hannibal. I love Hannibal being crit 6. I think if you're taking Hannibal and you can make him crit 6, you should make him crit 6. Crit 6 Hannibal is too much fun. But this list, this again, it came in via Appleheart, and it's great. I think this could do some work, and I'm excited to test this out. Maybe today I'm going to do a poll because I've got 2 lists. I've got a game coming up in about 15 minutes, I think, if brain work. In roughly 15 minutes, and it's either playing this list, I'll put in the poll, or the next list, which I'm going to do now. So if you go to Caradon, now on the Rotogold video, we talked about Caradon and the idea of an Admiral and an Admiral-based list, but that really got me thinking, actually, like, what if we just instead we went even more darker, and we actually went with a Bjorgen Thundrick, an Enric Ironhail, and a Garrett Allenson, right? You could drop Enric for Dead Island, that works too, if you wanted to save some points. Dead Island is completely reasonable. 2-4 is fine, right? Like, debatably, you'll do as much damage as Enric Ironhail anyway. Like, Enric has a higher ceiling for damage if you start rolling really well. Dead Island is just more reliable, right? Especially since you will be giving him +1 crit. You're saving 25 points, right? Like, you would give him +1 strength to make him strength 5. He becomes really reliable. But we're going with Enric Ironhail in this example because he's a bit silly. We go back to Order of Azyr. Shabadoosh. Order of Azyr. Order of Azyr, and then we go, of course, it's always Hannibal. You can't not take Hannibal. I'm a fan of Duralia. I'm trying to remember what the list was. Armand Callus. Take a Quiet Pock. And a dog. That's the list, right? So this is the list. And it's all guns apart from on one guy. Everyone has a gun. And every gun's kind of substantial, right? Because a 3-4-1-3 pistol is actually good. That's a good pistol to have. Garrett's isn't good, but he's 60 points. We can forgive Garrett because, like, 5 points more than a Rat Spike. Have you seen the stat difference? Yes, he's half the speed. We ignore that because his stats are better everywhere else. He's got more than twice the wounds. It's fine. And he has gun. So he's half the speed, but Garrett has an 8-inch gun, which is a longer range than that's the speed difference between. He's got more threat. He has more threat, right? We like Garrett here. Everyone's got a gun. Bjorgen's hilarious. 3.525 with Fight for Profit. He goes to a 4.525. Like, he outranges pistols, flamers, wizards. This guy outranges most, like, short to medium ranged guns. So you can just stand back and just blast away, right? And 9 inches isn't that short, so he can just vibe on objectives and just blast. And he's also supporting potentially Duralia and Quiet Pock. And at that point, Duralia and Pock go kind of nutty, right? Like, Duralia with Banishment goes to a 3.5. For Blessings, for the record, it's strength on Duralia, Pock, and Almond. So Duralia with Fight for Profit and with Banishment goes to a 3.525. Again, that is just another Bjorgen Thunderic, but at, like, 15-inch range. So, like, Duralia and Bjorgen work together wonderfully just for the sheer amount of high strength, high crit, and good value damage. But Quiet Pock is the real star. Quiet Pock, being strength blessed, and Fight for Profit goes to a 3.536. So this guy's a Slan, essentially, with more range and 3 times easier to kill. But Quiet Pock becomes a real menace, right? Quiet Pock with Fight for Profit becomes a menace. Duralia becomes a menace. You could debatably have Almond Callus in there as well, getting a benefit instead of one of these two. But I think Almond going to a 4.523 is just less impactful than everybody else, especially when Almond has such a short range. It's not much shorter than Bjorgen, but you want Bjorgen on the front line supporting Duralia and Quiet Pock a bit further back, and that extra range you can just reach out and touch things from miles away and blow their heads off. The argument for Almond really comes into play because if you were to dump all your guys in a Bjorgen, Duralia, and Quiet Pock in a one deployment group, they're so vulnerable to being killed in melee. Because Bjorgen sucks. He is terrible in melee for his points. He's dreadfully bad. Duralia is better, but not by much. And Quiet Pock might as well just lay down and die. So, and all their guns have minimum ranges, right? And Pock's made of paper. So, they can't fire into melee. That's scary. That's scary times. And if things get into melee, they also can't punch very well. So the solution would be to have Almond Callus nearby, because he can fire into melee, and his gun's good. So the argument that you maybe put Almond in place of Duralia or Quiet Pock is definitely there, purely as a protective measure. There is that. But Enric Ironhail works wonderfully as well. That his gun's really funny. It's the casino gun, basically, right? He fires 6 to 18 shots a turn. You're hoping for lots of 6s is what you're doing here. I don't think you bless his strength. I think it's a waste of time. Strength 4 isn't high enough, right? Because strength 4, if they're in cover, you're hitting on 4s anyway. If they're not in cover, sure, you're hitting on 3s, but like, it's just, most things are toughness 4. So if they're toughness 4 and in cover, hitting on 5s, regardless of your strength. Like, strength 5 is like the turning point for strength, where it becomes good. I don't think it's worth blessing his strength at all. So we don't, and we just go for that Hail Mary shooting. Like I said, we could drop Enric for Dead Island and give Dead Island strength, and then he's a 2.524, and that's actually pretty good. I'm on the fence as to whether or not Enric is actually worse or better than Dead Island. I might do some maths on it at some point, because Enric has a much higher ceiling for damage because of his sheer weight of his volume, right? But Dead Island is more reliable, I imagine. And yeah, Alex is spot on. Garrett's wounds are hilarious. Like, I don't think there's anything. As if you ignore the fact that privateers exist as a whole with 12 wounds, like ignoring them as a thing, there aren't many things in Warcry at 60 points with like 14 wounds. It's a little bit silly. It's a little bit silly, especially when you factor in this guy's still got a pistol, right? Like, people can like poo-poo and be annoyed at the fact that Caradon privateers have gotten more expensive slowly over time. They're still arguably the best chaff in the game at 60 points. Because I'm sure actual private Arcanauts with pistols are still like 60 points, right? Hold up, let's have a look. Yeah, they are. There they are, boom. Right? These guys, people complained when they went to 55 points. And then people complained when they went to 60. As if 50 points originally, this profile was fine. And anybody could reasonably justify this profile being 50 points. Insane. Have you seen goblins? Like goblins were 55 for most of Warcry, with half the wounds. And nowhere near they were worse in melee. They didn't have a gun, they had half the wounds. It was ridiculous. At 55, they were still ridiculous. At 60, they're still bonkers. I just think it's crazy. The argument that Arcanauts shouldn't have went to 60. Like, they're in a weird place, but I don't think you can raise them to 65. If they went to 65, I think they're then too expensive. Like, there should be 62, right? Like, if Warcry worked on a system that wasn't in, like, fucking multiples of 5, like, I think 62 is probably where they should be. Like, 60's a little bit undertuned, 65 they're unplayable, possibly, or they're not performing what they should be doing. 62 is probably just right. Arcanauts are silly. This list is silly too, though. I think this has some potential. Like, apart from all your eggs being in one basket, this is like the gun line. When you look at the Fast Strider list, that list is a gun line as well, but it has really bulky, melee, viable murder sticks in there as well. But this one is all ranged. You have nothing in melee bar hand at all. You are just there to shoot, buff your shooting, and just go to town with every gun imaginable. Which is just it's a little bit silly. But I think this is another one that I kind of want to test out. Of course, there's also the list put on the Root of Gold video that was rocking out with what was it? Crikey. The Admiral. Admirals are so good. We're having a Caradon appreciation post today. Have you seen this guy? 155 points. 4435 with a 3414 pistol. What the fuck? What? He's great. Absolutely bonkers. Like, for 155 points, like 22 wounds, he's barely as all hell. He hits like a truck. He's got a good pistol and fight for profit. He's a legend. Arcanaut Admiral for days. Plus the +1 toughness reaction makes him even more survivable. I don't think it's a reaction. I think it's an ability, right? Yeah, the reaction is counter. So they can counter ranged attacks, but they can also counter melee attacks, right? It's like an unnerfed counter with some benefits. But they've all got the double for ancestral fortitude with +1 toughness, which isn't too shabby, right? You can still pop that and go to like T4 on your little Arcanauts, and 14 wounds T4 for 60 points. You ain't complaining. Ain't complaining at all. It's a good time, especially when you consider that Thundrick himself comes with a fair few abilities, right? So Thundrick has all the abilities here. Firstly, Atmospheric Isolation, a 6-inch -1 attack aura. Oh no, your whole warband is now harder to kill. Heaven forbid. Fight for profit. Oh no, a small portion of your warband is now really good at killing things, and then win recognition. Ah yes, I will make Enric Ironhail fire 18 times in one turn. Potentially 24 if you're being very silly. If you're being very silly, you can make Enric fire 24 times in one turn. And like, if you have the option to do that, maybe, like, maybe you should. It'll be a little bit bonkers, but it'll be a fun time. Alex, second list is fascinating to me. Ceiling on range damage could be horrendous. Lots of competition for triples, which could be interesting to navigate. Yeah, like this like on this list alone, right? We have the big benefit. So if my stance on Order of Azyr is, if you are taking allies, you want to do one of two things. You want to have powerful synergistic triples to go into your giant pile of triples, or you want really useful doubles so you have cheap options. If you can't get the cheap doubles from your allies, you have to take the Rally of Undead, in my opinion, because she gives you access to your other double that you have, because there's only two in Order of Azyr, and that's Quiet Pocket and Duralia. So why Duralia doesn't exist in the, and I think she would do very, very well in the Fast Strider list, is that I have more doubles now. Duralia's less required because she isn't like my other double farm, right? On those low ability turns. But in this case, Bjorgen only adds triples. So Duralia becomes almost a must-have to give me more doubles to play with. So we have Explosive Bolt and Banishment for our doubles, and then we have silly amounts of triples here. Like, give them both barrels to make Armin's fire again, right to for the job to explode some random guy with Hanover, Brand of Righteousness to blow somebody else up with Hanover, make Enric fire again, make everyone fire better, make everyone harder to kill. It's a good toolbox to mess around with, and into the wrong warband, you fall apart. If they have, it's not necessarily speed, it's if they have speed and you are too greedy with your deployments and you have all your eggs in one basket, you fall apart to speed. If you have your guns protected by something like Hanover Toll, then it's less, or even an Arm and Callus, then it's less impactful if they've got speed because you can just gun them down first, right? We saw that in the game on stream last week where we gunned down practically all of Atan's speed-centric demon list, right? They were nearly all killed by just being, you're fast, but can you outrun this bullet? Answer was no. So if you've got enough guns, you can just shoot them all dead, but you still have to protect your guns with something rally focused. And this list doesn't really have that. It's a little bit all eggs in one basket. But if they don't have speed, at that point, this list becomes really dangerous, because if they don't have the means to get to you, you can blow shit up. You can really do some damage. But you're also banking on the fact that you need objectives or treasures, right? If it's a kill mission, this list tanks in performance, because Fight for Profit only gets the range attack buff if you're on an objective, or if Bjorgen's holding a treasure. And that is such a difficult restriction to play around, because you really want Fight for Profit. You really want that on this list. So it depends. I think it depends on the pack. I don't actually know what pack that Midwinter Massacre is running, so I'll need to look into that as to whether this is actually viable. But like into for example, into like Soulblight Gravelords with their just like mass swarms of zombies and skeletons and stuff, I don't think you care with this list. I think you just start blasting them off the board. and you should be able to kill them faster than they can revive. Right? Theoretically, there's a potential of that in this list, which is quite exciting. Squishier elf warbands like, let's say, the Idrilin Riverblades are in serious danger here because they have to get within 8 inches, I think, to throw their daggers. Spoiler: you get within 8 inches, you're dying, right? Every time an elf dares to move in to throw their daggers, you're getting blasted by Pock, Devalia, Hannibal, Bjorgen, Enric, Armand, and Garrod, right? So those elves get just picked apart. And the elves that are further away, you can blast with your longer range guns. So I think there's a lot of warbands out there that could struggle quite a bit against this. And ultimately, you don't even have to kill everything, right? You just have to pick off their chaff. If you can pick off like 1, 2, 3 chaff models and get a model, like a model advantage, you can then start focusing on movement and objective play to actually win the mission, right? You've got 8 man. The average list size in Warcry is like 8 at the minute. You get like a kill off if you can blow up like 1 or 2 chaff, you've got a massive advantage on the board. If they're like a 7-man warband and you kill like 1 chaff model, whew, right? Like that's devastating potentially. So I think this one's more high risk, high reward. I do think the Daka Fast Ride list is probably better. Like, as an all-rounder, I think the Daka Fast Riders are probably better than this one. But it's tricky. I don't know which one to do. Ziggy, how often do you see people bless free reaction? I've seen it in 2 instances. Hey, Joe, how's it going, man? Joe is our opponent for today. Joe is we've been waiting for Joe to bless us with his presence so we can throw some dice on TTS. But Ziggy, I've seen it used twice in 2 scenarios. One for Chaos Spawn. You see it common 3 times. So it's Chaos Spawn. Because Chaos Spawn get to move and attack for free on reaction, which is insane on a 4-4-2-4 profile. So, bap. It's like Rampage for free. It's kind of insane. So, Chaos Spawn love Spite. You see it sometimes in Zinch Demons to make their horrors react on death for free to summon more horrors. Typically, I think that's a mistake. I think it's too expensive. Off meta, I would say otherwise, but each to their own. I don't think it's really worth the points, but you can do that. And also, the 3rd time I've seen this work or be used was me with my Zondara list, where I put Spite on Zondara and lost Fur Lane. So when one of them died, the other could react for free to gain a movement, attack, and I think a strength blessing. Like buff all at once, I think it was that. You then revive one of them, and then you just continuously let one of them die to then buff up the other one to incredible levels. And the free reaction really helped with that. So it's fairly uncommon to see, but there are a few models that definitely work. It was a fun list. It caught a few people off guard because it was Soulblight. So it was a Soulblight list that was running. It was like a top tier faction running a fairly gimmicky list because people don't take Lost Furlane because he's a little bit expensive for what he brings. But when you really build into the gimmick, it really paid off. And every game resulted in like something kind of wacky happening with either Furlane or with Zondara. And it was a lot of fun. And the free reaction made it possible simply because it meant that if, say, Furlane died, I wasn't wasting an action getting buff, so I could then only fire like 1 shot off. It was like actually it was less efficient to react than to just to stand and shoot. But with the reactions, I could react for free and then like shoot, and it's like I'm getting loads of value from that because then Zondara is firing like 6 shots as opposed to 2, which is very silly. Lot of fun though. But Joe, if you are around, my guy, I will jump into the recording booth, and once you're ready to join in, hop in as well. It'll be a good time. In the meantime, I am going to put a poll. How do I do polls again? Poll. Start a poll. Which variant? We go Daka Fast Riders or Boom Bjorgen. The poll is live. So whilst we're waiting for let's do this. You might hear my other half's D&D. It's fine. We all love D&D here. There's a lot of crossover, I think, between wargamers and D&Ders. So last time I forgot to actually change the camera view over. I will not forget this time. As I am waiting for TTS to, like, you know, come to life. Beautiful. Okay, so if the poll is saying Daka Fast Riders is the way to go. Nerds and nerds, damn right. Joe, whenever you're ready, the password for the lobby is just 123. So the assumption that Daka Fast Riders is going to win, I will actually punch in the Daka Fast Rider list into Warcry. Shabadoosh. Ba, ba, ba. And then we've got the two dogs. Bam, bam. Beautiful. Okay. Beautiful. Sorted. Okay, so that's the list all punched in there. Let's copy this over into TTS. Oh no, it's 50-50. Oh god, it can't be 50-50. Chat, why? Joe, how's it going, man? I've seen you've arrived. I'll make sure that the audio is all correct. That should be fine. Oh, of course, you're wearing Dark Oath at the minute. You're back to your Dark Oathian ways. I've accidentally spawned in your Dark Oath on my side.
That'll be fine.
Okay, so we have 45 points left over. We apply extra gun to gun, and we're good to go. And then we go with... Okay, so I'm going to end that poll. So Daka Fast Riders won, because that's when I checked it. Final poll is... Actually, no. Okay, I was going to do a poll for either, do we take Doralia Vendensed, or do we take Hand of Atoll? But I think for a balanced warband, I think Hand of Atoll is actually the way to go. I think we'd have too many guns if we go with Doralia. And I'm so tempted, fuck. Okay, fuck it. We're polling. There we go. Poll number 2. But this is basically the list over here. So on the slight... Oh, it's 50-50 again. Chat, why? On the assumption that Hannibal wins, for now, this kind of works. Joe, talk us through your list.
This is a whole bunch of Dark Oath I was using a lot before, and
Oh, Spawn.
Since the Chaos Dwarf, Demon Smith amount,
Yeah.
to try and use them again.
It's pretty good. Tanking people's toughness is not too shabby. I've got
A
Singri.
bunch of Marauders, bunch of not minions, warriors. That's the very nice out there. In the War Queen.
Beautiful. And of course, Ziggy, we have Spite on display. Chaos Spawn with Spite is in the game, so that's exciting. Big fan of Chaos Spawn with Spite. Once again, chat has decided to go 50-50. So, in the instance of a 50-50, I'll make the executive decision to stick with what I have and not go with change to a random Duralia. Hey, I think that's one of the gloat models. Yeah, I was going to say that this spawn looks especially good. It didn't used to look this good when I was running them in Tame Beasts. That's a really good glow up there, Ziggy. I appreciate the spawn love.
We've still got the more expensive War Queen though.
Oh, if you take her name and you go over to this little corner here, paste it in, it brings them both up, and you can take the cheaper one with all the correct stats and pointings and everything. I am going to roll for the mission. We'll run the ones that are on the top of the thing there and see what nonsense appears. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uncompromising slaughter. Ooh, it's a... Okay, Match Play Battle Pack. This is one of the new ones from Games Workshop themselves. It's a kill mission with table quarters as a secondary. And a twist to turn off quarters. So, it's kind of cool. I'll take it. We need terrain.
Well, thank you.
Bonk. 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 He's overpointed per the scale. New points cost? Oh, no, it's the War Queen. Ziggy, there's 2 War Queens in the game, and one of the War Queens is 20 points more expensive for no reason. That's why he was slightly over.
Yeah, the Chaos Slaves of Chaos one was more expensive than the Dark Oath one.
Which is also debatably worse. Because +1 attack in a 3-inch bubble is, I think, worse than having a 6-inch bubble of everyone gets to move for free, frankly. So the actual Dark Oath one being cheaper is also better, which is always fun. Let's do something like Sanson, Elias. We'll put on you here. You can defend here. No, you go alone. This. That's probably balanced. I'll accept that as being a balanced enough deployment. We'll see how it goes. Beautiful. Cool. Let's roll for our initiative. See who's going to be red or blue. I get a big old 3. Ooh, you get a pick.
I think I'll go with blue.
Blue. Wonderful. And then attacker and defender. I get a 5. Oh. You're getting all your 6s out early.
Yeah, sounds awful. I'll defend again.
Cool. So it's my dagger and hammer. So we'll go dagger first. Bonk. Kills and quarters, kills and quarters. Kills and quarters. Shoo. Where's your hammer? Oh, kind of scary actually. Got quite a scary hammer coming in. Sort of like, be like a little bit, like a smidge cagey. Yeah, I want to be like not within 7 of there. I don't want to get double shot by a demon smith. Basically, is my. Oh, he's over there actually. Oh, okay, I'm actually not quite so concerned about being so cagey. There we go. We could do this. We're like a little bit of pressure on that chaff. There you go. Oh, you take us down, so it's my hammer. Oh, it's Park. Sweet. Oh, Nadja's got a full-powered wizard bolt as well. Okay. Don't really want to mess with the wizard bolt. Let's do something like this. Kind of play a bit cagey. Have the defensive Haskell. Have a cheeky dog. There we go. I'll do me. Okay. Beautiful. Let's lower those deployments and roll for... I've lost the button. And then roll for initiative.
Have fun.
Good luck. Bonk. Bonk. So I'm a big fan of Dark Oath. I think there's a lot of play in them, but I think it's difficult to.
They got better since counters gone away.
Have they really? Oh yes,
The war queen
yeah.
used to try to counter.
Yes, and that they're non-speared guys have 4 attacks, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that they've got like a lot of blend without any like real fuck you response for trying to blend, right? Oh, and Tanari as well, I guess, got better as well. That's pretty darn exciting. So I have initiative. Let's do a 333. That's not how that works. There you go. 333. Are you banking? Sorry.
No, it's
Yeah,
gonna stay
yeah.
on.
Yeah, beautiful. Sweet. So I've got the initiative, I guess. Let's shoot a gun. Yeah, I'm going to take a shot at Nadia, because she's made of paper and I can see her. So I'm going to shoot Nadia with Quiet Pock. Launch a bolt off. I'll use a... Actually, I won't. I'll hold off on explosive bolt for now. So it's 2 shots sitting on 3s. Do you want to react? Because you're on cover, so you get take cover.
No.
Yep. Badoosh. First fire. That's 3 damage. And then I'll explosive bolt the second one. Hoping for the best. Second shot. Do you want to take cover?
No.
That's another 6, and everybody within 3 inches takes 3 damage. That's Pock done. Move to you. Oh, no.
Nadia.
I'm like, I'm not bored.
And then she's going to use the triple
I look
stick.
very confused.
Oh, no.
Look.
On the guy next to Pop.
Okay. So it's what? Is it 6 dice? Yeah, 6 dice on 4 pluses. I take 3. I take 3 damage. It's kind of scary. Oof. Okay. I take 3, so I'm down to 17.
I don't think I'm in range. The wizard pole.
No. And away she goes. I'll go with Elias Swiftblade. He is going to fire into your Dark Oath Marauder. So he is going to fire his first lot of shots. So it's on 4s. 3 shots. Do you want to react?
Don't.
Yep. Shabdoosh. 8 damage. Okay. I'll do it again. The first shot was
I'll
so
use the
good.
dark hit reaction.
It's a melee attack action, right, for the glorious death. That's unfortunate. Being shot to death isn't glorious, apparently. Second shot. That's another 5. Holy shit. Okay, whatever. Ridiculous roll. That's Elias done. Over to you.
Nothing too exciting, just move.
Yep. Sanson, my friend. Okay, I can double shoot this guy. He's in cover though, so he's getting a hit on 5s in this case. I'll tell you what, Sanson's going to use the triple guided by the astral compass. So Sanson and every other model with her rune marks get to make a free move action within 6. So Elias gets to move 4. Your threat range is 5. 6 with rush. So we'll go like 4 here. And then Sanson will also move 4. Just to get in non-cover. And then he or she, I think it's she, will fire 6 times in the Marauder. Hit on 4s. I don't want to attack. I could theoretically kill you in one shot. Oh, fucking Ziggy! Hit damage again. Only 6s, apparently. Alex, if you're still in chat, can confirm. Daka Fast Riders works if you only roll 6s. Second shot. That's 1. So it's 9 damage overall. Ridiculous. Over to you. I apologize. That was very silly. These two combined did enough. If they'd fired at her, would have killed her. Which is ridiculous. Like, absolute bonkers.
Yeah, it's a bit unnecessary.
A little bit. Grot Biter. So you're coming in this corner. I don't want Grot Biter being shot by Singri, basically, is my concern. So Grot Biter is going to fall back a little bit. He'll actually wait, because he's moving 6. So he's in no hurry.
The spawn.
Just 30 wounds of pure death. Okie dokie. So Hanover is currently straddling an objective, and I'm not okay with that. So Hanover is going to sadly move slightly.
Can I just adjust the spawn a little bit?
Yeah.
Done.
Yep. So Hanover is going to. It's temptation. Fuck it, we're doing it. Hanover's got a double move. He's a witch hunter. He sees a spawn of chaos. He goes to burn the wicked. He'll stand on this side of the objective, though, of the quarter. Hanover's he's likely going to die because he's only got toughness 3, so I think he's going to get absolutely just brutalized by a spawn. But that's okay. We believe. Here
He's
comes
going to
Walker.
take plus 1 inch move.
Yep. Okie dokie, and we've got Grot Biter left. I think Grot Biter is just going to move 6 into here. That's me done. So for quarters, you definitely have this one and this one. And I have this one and this one. So I don't think anyone scores the quarters because it's tied.
Get the kill.
And I got a kill. So I get 1 for getting a kill and 1 for getting more kills. So I get 2 points. And additionally, though, the twist starts now. So after the initiative phase, you can pick a table quarter and then that gets ignored for the purposes of the secondary until the next turn.
Okay.
I got 666 and 3 singles. Oh wow, okay, you get a quad and a... Oh dear.
Not really what I wanted. But
Oh, the quad's on the Wilder Fiend, right?
Don't know. I've never used
Only-
it.
I am going to... Do I need a double here? Not really. Who's coming on? Not really, actually. Doubles, I like for basically just POC. They're in combat, they don't have any doubles to make them any better. I am going to bank my wild dice this time. I don't need to spend it.
No, I'm going to bank.
Okay.
Bank.
Sweet. So we have a fairly aggressive turn 2 deployment. So we sort of like teleport on as opposed to walking on. It's kind of unusual. Let's do like... Dog needs to sort of like 5 back here somewhere. I'll do. Okay, these two are just... There's a lot over here.
Yeah, there's a little bit. We'll see how they do.
It's a bit scary. Sweet. I think it'd be rude not to go with Hanover first. And try and show his worth as a witch hunter. He's going to use Brand of the Righteousness to go to crit 12. With his 666, and then swing 8 times and hope he rolls 3 6s and like one taps you. That's basically the dream. He got 5s as well, so like it's like he crits, so he does nothing. Do you want to react?
I'll counter for what it's worth.
Yep. First swing. That's nothing. I take 2. I take 1 damage because there was no 1s there. Take 1 damage. It's all down to the second, so I need 3 6s. Do you want to react?
No.
Come on! Hey! That's 14 damage. Not too shabby, Hanover. What? One more 6 that would have done it. He's a very silly man, Hanover. He's a proper just like gambler. Sometimes he kills everything. Sometimes he whiffs. Sometimes he hits exactly like half your wounds. Over to you.
The Demon Smith is going to put Demon Smithing double on the...
Not like the guys who took me.
Yep, so he's at -2 toughness. He's toughness 3.
It does have other things, but I don't understand it. And then he's going to Wizard Bolt pop twice.
Cool. Fire away. So let's hit on 5s.
Alright to roll both together.
I can heal on range attacks, so if I depend on how you roll on the first one, I'm actually healing the second
Okay.
one. Yeah, I won't react. Okay, so it takes, I'm down to 7. Okie dokie. Park will take a shot into Broken Nadia, hitting on 3s. You're in cover though, so you do get a react with take cover if you want.
Yeah, go on.
That's 6 damage. No crit, so take cover doesn't do anything. Are you
Kill
alive?
her with
Oh, she's dead. Okay, I should have lived. And I've got 15 inches. So I'm not actually in range of anyone else. Can't really escape Singri in her wrath. I'll fire into the Demon Smith, hitting you on 4s because of the terrain. But you. 4-3. And that is quite a pock done.
just looking through abilities. Oh Lord, here she comes. She's going to give a bit of a shot into that swift blade.
Yep, fire away. Hitting on 5s.
Going to use the quad to turn it to a triple.
That's 5 shots, right?
Yeah.
5s and 5s. Uh, 4, so I'm down to 18. I'm looking in range. Are you in range? No, that's annoying. Right. Almeric's going to move up 4 and fire once in the Demon Smith. Hitting on 4s. With 3 shots. Of course, they always get 8 whenever they fire. It's 8 damage. What else would it be? 10 minutes behind, but damn, the fast tries to do work. Alex, every time they've fired, they've done 8 shots in 8 damage in the first shot. It's a 100% success rate on their insane fucking crit 4 bullets.
Spawn's going to do some eating.
Yeah, he's I'm only toughness 3, so I don't think my gamble of trying to one-tap you is paid off, because I think you're going to one-tap me now. Hit on threes.
Can't react, can you? Can you react?
No.
I'll roll another one. Go.
Go for it. I've got 17 left. Ooh, that's a good roll. Shit. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16. I've got 1 wound left. No, I'm dead. I only have 16. It was the counter. The counter got us. No. It was the 1 wound from the counter. Oh, Hannibal. Bless you. You tried your best. Armand Callus, he'll move up 4. And he'll fire the Demon Smith with his pistols.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s. With 3 shots. Pew, pew, pew. That is 6 damage. Bloody hell. Every one of our games is highlighted just by the craziest rolls. Every time. Without fail.
Yeah.
Over to you.
One wound is going to hit.
Advantage on.
Guy who's already taken damage.
Yep. I guess I'll use counter.
Nope.
Nope. Never mind. I take 10 damage. Holy shit. I'm down to 8. Oh no.
I'll hit you again.
Counter. Why not? Oh god. I'm dead.
The most powerful.
Beautiful Dad,
Well, that
sorry I'm
wasn't
there, boys.
mistake.
What are we playing? We're playing Fast Riders Cross Order of Azyr. Yeah, that one guy just did 18 wounds to a. That's so funny. Oh dear. We're gonna kill him now, don't we? So I guess I'll go with Sanson, who will punch this Marauder on the head. Hit on 4s. Pardon?
Unluckily survived.
I know, right? No, that's 6 damage. So bopped him. Fuck it. Oh, she's strength 5. Oh, she's actually better at killing me than I'm killing you. Oh no. We disengage.
Does that count as moving?
No. But also you use counter with your free reaction.
But he's got spike.
That's
Yeah, so you used counter, and you attacked twice this turn. So I'd say all 3 of your actions.
Yeah.
So that should be that's fine. He's going to go and disengage to try and like take less punches to the head. After seeing how deadly Marauders are, can't afford to take more punches to the head.
Marauder punch.
Marauder kill. Okay, take the damage. I'm down 29. I've got dogs left. I forgot about that. So I have this one. Let's start sending the dogs in all directions. Whee!
gonna get Danton
There we go.
to.
So you know that corner please counts for me.
You're going to lead us in.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I'm slowly trying to escape it. Also, you have a guy, so I'll put him back there. 5 swings into Sanson by the War Queen on 4s. Kind of spooky. Not even close to being as deadly as that one Marauder was, but still 6. And then the dog will just go over to you. that's him done. So for quarters, we both have 1. So no one scores on quarters again. For kills, you got 2.
You got 3.
So you get a point for getting a kill. I get a point for getting a kill and getting more. As for heroes, oh shit! So you actually get a point because Hanover's a hero, so you actually get a point for Hanover as well.
You've also got the.
Oh, I got a Demon Smith. There you go. And they're worth points for the rest of the game as well, so I'll put them in now. There you go. Wonderful. Round 3. It's been a brutal game so far. It's 4 singles and a double.
You first, then.
Hmm.
2 double,
Yeah,
2
I'm
singles.
gonna.
I think Sanson's not long for this world, is how I would describe it. For triples, I don't really have any worth doing. So I think I'm just going to bank, honestly. Yeah, I'm just going to bank.
Let's have a roll.
Ooh, it's a roll off. Yeah, I get a 2. It's not that impressive. Oh no, it's a battle of wits. I get a 2 again. It's only 2s. Yep, over to you. And you get to pick a new quarter to shut off if you want. Okie dokie. Over to you.
Just thinking, I'm like, yeah. Yeah, the War Queen's going to go and going to hit the.
I'm gonna move around to the other side.
Sol.
Yep, go for it. That is 4. Down to 19. That's 2. He's holding on. I'll go with Quiet Park just because there's a clean shot into the spawn, so I'll take it. And the explosions actually hit the War Queen, funny enough. See, I'm going to shoot it in Quiet Park. I'll use Explosive Bolt on my double. So if I get a hit, then it's 2 damage to the War Queen as well. Nope. Second shot. 3 damage to the spawn. Everyone's tired. That's why.
Marauder's going to give Stanton a bit of a poke.
So the objective dot in the middle of the mission is an error. They put it in. I think it's just to like clearly distinguish the middle of the board, but I don't know why they've done it on all the missions. It could just be a weird editing error, Ziggy. I've got no idea. Because yeah, it does nothing in this mission.
Take 1.
Oh no. Oh no.
Take 3. Make it 4. The Dark Cove
yes.
thingy.
Your cheeky battle trait. Okay.
That's the one.
Okay. Almeric is going to move at 4. Take a shot into the spawn. Hit you in 5s because of the cover. Fire! That's 4 damage. Over to you.
I'm going to use a double to heal him.
I'm guessing.
Yep. No, don't heal him 3. I need him weaker so I can kill him easier.
Then he's going to have a little bit of dinner.
Okay, dokie. Hit on 5s. So he's a big golden boy. That's 4. So I'm down to 8. Okay. Right. The Marauders went as well, hasn't he? I guess Sanson will go before he potentially gets sniped off by Singri. He's going to swing at the spawn. 4 dice hit on 4s. Yep. That is 6 damage. Oh, he's alive. Then second swing also into the spawn. Do you want to react? Because you've got a spite, don't you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the symbols look the same, kind of. Awesome.
I take 3 damage, and you take 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is me done, and Sanson on death's door.
Singri is going to oath.
Yep. Oh no. She's going to smell blood. She's going in for the kill. Two shots on 5s. Oh no. Oh no! Sanson dies. Oh, he's worth 2 points as well. He's the hero. Oh dear. Okay. Those 2 guys, they've held off for a while, but they got beaten down in the end. So I've got Dogs and Armand left. Armand will go 4. Then 4. Dog will go here. And then like here. This dog will just go to here. And done. So for kills, you get 2 for getting a hero. That's a kill plus hero, which carries over next turn.
Yeah, you got the spawn, didn't you?
I got a spawn who's not worth anything bonus, so I just get 1. But I did get the secondary, which is worth 2, because I hold 2 quarters to your 1. So I get 2 for that. Final turn. Bada-bish. A triple and a shingle. Triple, double, and single, sorry.
Double and awesome.
Oh, Kudoku.
I'm very suspicious of.
I'm going to make a quad and 3. No. I want an initiative. I'm going to make 4 singles. I make 4 singles.
Cool.
And then Pock will go. He's going to try and kill off this guy whilst he can. So 2 shots, hitting on 3s. I'll use explosive bolt. Why not? So hitting on 3s. Shabadoosh. That's 3 damage, and then they both take 2. And I'll fire again. For 3. Oh, you get a bit of quarter as well, sorry, to turn off.
I moved it back to the original one.
Shoulder.
Okay, okay.
I'm just looking at Singri's uncanny shot.
Yeah, she goes to 16 shots now. With a 666, which is stationary. I think, right?
I'm gonna shoot Pog and the dog. I think. I'm gonna shoot Pog.
Yep. It's 8 shots into Park, hitting on 4s. Sorry. It's not long for this world. I love fully powered up Singri. It's so funny. He died out. 8. Yeah, he dies. Badunk. And then dog.
Yeah, dog.
Fire away. I hit on 3, so dog does just die. Okay. Almond Callus will move up. Take 3 shots on that Marauder, hitting on 3s. Pew pew pew. And that is 6 damage. And that is Callus done.
Use the double for the extra
Got
2
you.
inches.
Yep. I'll use a triple. I'll use a triple for Tireless Hunters to gain +3 movement on Almeric Eagle Eye. So he goes to movement 7 on his first move. So he'll go like 4 there, 3 there, and then why not? We'll shoot the War Queen for some reason. Hit on 5s with 3 shots. For 5 damage. And then dog will go 6. And then 6. And engage for the funsies. And that's the end of that.
Yeah, that's it.
So you get 2 for kills, because you got a kill and more than me. I got a kill, but I got 2 for the secondary. That was I was surprisingly close considering how devastating the first 2 turns were.
Yeah.
The sheer number of crits that were coming out in the first 2 turns were horrible, and then it all turned around very quickly with that one Marauder
Yeah.
going absolutely apeshit, and Singri, of course, just double tapping, one tapping 2 models with that. Fully powered Singri is so funny. It's just 16 shots.
It's amazing
It's
you can
comical. Yeah, it's hard to set up right, but
get it.
like it's a lot of shots to get off. It's great. I think the spawn was unfortunately not able to really show its worth
It
all
escaped
that
my
much.
grasp. I'm still getting hold of it. I'm trying to like.
It beat up the Hanover, but I think
Like,
other than that though, it was a little bit underwhelming.
Well, like Nadia dying so early kind of sucked. I think
Yeah.
I need to split the native up a little bit. But
Yeah, Nadia is so threatening, but she whiffed that first roll, and then, like she's only toughness 3, so like just Park was just putting holes in her really. After he killed her, though, Park wasn't doing all that much, unfortunately. It was like Whiff Central for his explosive bolt for the most part, but the fast riders were really good. Most of them died, but the amount of crits they got off was very silly, which I think skews how good they actually are. But having because they're all 4/4/2/4s, they're quite cheap, and their range attack's solid enough, and they've got like 22 wounds and toughness 5. They're a nice just wall of bulk to like hold the line a little bit, right? I liked it a lot. I think this list was a lot of fun. I don't think so. The other list is a Caradon allied list. And I don't think that list would have done as well into the Dark Oath because I had like no melee threat in that list. It was all guns all the time basically. So once you got in, I would have just fallen over basically. But Dark Oath are tricky. They're quite tricky. I do wonder if the Wilder Fiend is
it's too
worth
expensive.
considering. Yeah, he's quite expensive, I guess.
300
Which is what I was saying.
Yeah, is he a flat 300, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he's too expensive. He's got a
Like
great
the
quad
main,
though.
the main list with
Sure,
3
but
of them
not
is quite
enough
funny.
to
But
hit.
Yeah. Possibly, yeah, maybe. I like the list though.
I think I just need to sort out the grouping a bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, because you want to put the Demon Smith with the spawn, so you've got the reaction play on that. But Nadja could go somewhere else to split up the group a little bit, for sure.
Yeah. I don't think she wants to go with Singri though, because Singri just bolts.
Yeah. Yeah. Singri's so good. For 200 points, a movement 10, 25 wounds, and an 18-inch minimum range 0 bow is she's very good. Stylish. She's usually the style of the show. She's getting her set up right. If I do think that what will make Dark Oath really start to shine in faction is if they get a battle trait that lets them pick one model at the start of the game to start Oathed, so they can get set up faster, right?
Yeah, just one would be enough.
Yeah.
2 would be good.
Yeah. Like, if you've got a Tanari, pick Tanari. If you've got a Singri, pick Singri. If it's Nadja and Singri, then you've got to sort of like pick between the two. But there's a lot of options within Dark Oath who want to get that blessing. But it's so slow on everybody getting set up that having just one guy just starting with the Oath would be helpful.
In the end, it's only a double.
Yeah. I mean, you can even do it like if you look at what is it? Splintered Fang. Their battle trait is to get a free double every turn for the whole game.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't even be that far. Cool. Every turn, one model gets oath for free. Like, it wouldn't be that ridiculous. It would definitely help with the tempo, because it's them getting like, set up's a bit slow.
Well, getting out for free every turn, like.
I am very much aware that
you only really get to use 3 of them.
Yeah. That's true. And if it was timed as well, like in the initiative step, so like you just pick a model, it gets oathed in the initiative step every battle round. It could even mean that on turn 1 you could actually try and set up Singri getting a kill turn 1, so on turn 2 she's buffed and ready to go, like right from the get go. Same with like Nadja and stuff. You could sort of like try and get those setups where you tailor the board just right to land that cheeky kill. Yeah, Nadja could definitely do it with that. Triples rather insane. So, popping a chaff isn't out of the question for Nadja for sure. I like Dark Oath. I like him a lot. But like with Order of Azyr, like I've thoroughly enjoyed playing Order of Azyr, but I'm like very aware that they don't have a trait, because I'm so used to playing with traits, and when you don't have one, it's like, man, like there's something missing there that I kind of want to like connect things together with. Same with Black Talons, like they're the other one that just don't have a trait for reasons unknown. I was hopeful once Pyregeists got their reaction finally, because they went like a whole year and a half without a core rule of the base game. I was hopeful that in that same update there'll be a battle trait amendment, but nope, nothing. Oh, hello.
This is my midwinter massacre list.
Ooh, okay, let's have a look. Liver Killer Boss, Bulba Boss, Dankold, Herc, Spike. What's Spiker do? Is he minus toughness? Give strength. Nice. I like it. Dankolds are mean. I love them.
The big what's it called? Kill boss might be a beast knob.
Yeah, that'd be a solid upgrade for sure. I like killer bosses a lot. The beast knobs is a really good pick too, for sure.
That's my plan for that.
Now it'll be a solid list. I love Cruel Boys, and Dankolds are great. So, I'm slowly going to be working through different lists and stuff on the way to Midwinter Massacre. But these Fast Riders have sort of like piqued my interest. And I actually have a sprue of Fast Riders lying around that I managed to pick up for like £3. Yeah. So,
what's the difference between the 2 units you're looking at? Isn't it Fast Riders and someone else?
There's about 15 lists I'm trying to work through. The other list I've got, I'll get it up because it's pretty interesting. So the one that's currently on the list to try sooner rather than later is, hang on, where's everyone at? is this. So it's more shooty, is the idea. So basically, it's kind of relying on fight for profit to make all your guns better. Everyone but one dog has a gun, and that all their guns get kind of bonkers when they get +1 attack. There's enough points to bless all the main guns with +1 strength as well. So it's just like a wall of bullets, and
That looks miserable.
hoping for the best. It's very much like the list that you just played against, but the guns are even better. But they're also terrible in melee. Like, only Hanover can fight. And as you saw, Hanover is very swingy, so Hanover can just die. So no one can fight reliably, and everyone's there just shooting away with pistols and crossbows. So Order of Azyr are all about shooting their big guns. Add more guns, hope for the best. Is the general idea. As miserable as that may be.
Well, yeah, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, it'll do well into some lists and do terribly into others.
Is that dwarf with the Gatling gun the strength 2 6 shot?
Yeah, so he's 6 shots, strength 3, 1/3 damage.
That's enough for me.
With a 15-inch range, he just stands back and just Gatling guns you for the whole game.
What, him and Pop next to each other, just being bellends together?
More or less, yeah. And then Doralia is also like a 15-inch, like 2.5/2.5 range attack. You've got Bjorgen with his 3.5/2.5 range attack. Like, they're just all huddling together in a little ball, hoping to get attack blessings, attack buffs from Fight for Profit, and just unloading a surreal amount of damage. Hopefully. So it's a little bit more one note. But, you know, you never know. But I've gotten so many like DMs and comments and people on stream and stuff suggesting so many different lists. It's kind of insane. Yeah, it's trying to get through them all. There's so many.
Try this, but I now need to put it all together to see how the synergy works. You've played this list, I haven't.
Yes, it's a lot of a fair amount of theory crafting to see what I think would actually work. But the cool thing is that occasionally someone will suggest something that is just like, oh wow, I didn't think of that at all, and that's like a really cool ally combination that I can work into other things. So it's opening the doors to list building in different ways as well. So it's very interesting. So I like doing Vote of Gold stuff because everyone gets involved in like the list building process to try and like craft like the perfect list with like a underwhelming warband. Like Order of Azyr are like very mid tier, but they're trying to find like the best of the best within that mid tier.
Finding allies to support. Right.
I don't think I'm going to win Midwinter Massacre with Order of Azyr, but it'll be a lot of fun to get them on the table and have a good time with them, regardless. But I think Off Meta's bringing his disgusting, vile, unsavory Slan plus Riverblade list again.
He's not having friends, does he?
No one's having fun. Like, this list could be miserable, but I think that even this list is less miserable than Off Meta's Slan Riverblade list, which is it's bullshit. It's just max level bullshit. It's just horrible. But he's very good at bringing that level of bullshit though, and I imagine it's quite hard to play, just because of the speed of it. I think a similar list was taken to Warcries in the West, and it got completely bodied. So So there's definitely a component of you have to embody the bullshit, but
Dice. Well,
it is unpleasant.
I guess knowing which dice you need every round helps.
Yeah. The Bearded Dad brings up a good question. How many points should you be spending on a distraction Carnifex? Do you go big for a genuine Titan threat, or do you go smaller like Pock, who can die easier but frees up points?
I don't think you can go for a distraction Carnifex.
It depends. So I use Pock as a distraction Carnifex whenever I can, because he's threatening enough that people want to kill him, and he's squishy enough that people will try and invest resources into killing them. But for the most part, like, a distraction Carnifex for me would be you invest the points in something big and fast, or fast enough that you can then ram down their throats and hope that they go, cool, I'm going to fight you now, as opposed to I'm going to run away now. I treat it as a way of making them make bad decisions. Or limiting their options by throwing something big and scary in their face, and that tends to work for a distraction Carnifex. And it can be as expensive as you want, like for that point. Like for example, if I use a Night Shrouds on Steed, he's 250. I'm fine with that. I've used 300 point Vargulfs, also fine too, as long as they're doing what you want them to do, right? It should be fine. Like, realistically, Singri in that game is a potential distraction Carnifex, because without being fully buffed, Singri's a little bit underwhelming, but also quite hard to kill and very hard to catch. So theoretically, if you were to chase after Singri, it could be futile because she's too durable and too fast, and therefore a waste of time, and then Singri becomes a fantastic distraction Carnifex. But it depends on it largely depends on how your opponent reacts to what you're doing, and you can't like with smaller models like Pock, it's more like they're incentivized to kill Pock because he's dangerous, but they don't have to because he's like not directly in their face. But if Pock pulls in like a 300 point Varangard, then like Pock's doing his job, because he's probably gotten a shot off or two. If Varangard gets in, then he dies. Well, that's 300 points of Varangard killing 150 points worth of Pock, and that's kind of fine. And your clawbacks are great for that. Clawbacks are very much in your face, very threatening, and you have two choices: try and kill it or run away from it. And neither are good for you, because if they try to kill it, they likely won't. So too many wounds, and then it'll kill you. If you run away, it has charge, so it'll chase you down and then kill you. So clawbacks are great for it. Alex, what do you guys think Dark Oath need in a list to be really sharp? I don't think anybody's really cracked them yet. Joe, you are the Dark Oath man. What are your go-to models?
What was the question?
What do you think Dark Oath need in a list to be really sharp? Because nobody's actually cracked them yet on a competitive level.
I think you take 3 War Queens now.
3 War Queens. They are cheap.
They are cheap, and they've got loads of attacks, and they're pretty easy to buff. Maybe take the other War Queen, whatever her name is.
Tanari.
Like, you can pretty much stay in faction with them. I've played with Chaos Sorcerer a lot, because he's got a +1 strength and attack buff.
Yeah. I think for me, I think Broken Nadja is almost like a must take.
Yeah, she's so cheap. Like, she's 25 points more than a Marauder, and that triple can be devastating.
Yeah, and 25 points more, she's also got 5 more wounds, right? She's surprisingly durable, got a good range attack, and that like burn damage is so good now, right? Because there's less weight of dealing damage.
Well, if you can get her in, if you're fighting a melee army, she's gold because you can just use the big triple blast and then step away.
Yeah. I think as well. I think
Right.
having something fast is also like a requirement, and that could be something as expensive as a Singri, or as
So,
cheap as a Fell Rider. I think
I
having
was
one of those
using-
is
I was
important.
trying to use the stupid flappy thralls.
The what? Sorry.
I'm trying to remember what they're called. The thralls that the bird ones, not the wolf. The I can't remember what they're called.
I'm drawing a blank.
Raptor top.
Are
Rap
you
top.
doing?
You could take 2 of them instead of the spawn.
Oh, yes, the Raptorix, Raptor. Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah. That could do it.
Because
Beardo
they're
says
fast.
is
They've got his master's voice thing, and
Yeah.
if you use them to gang up, they get +1 strength and attack.
that is my baby has just woke up screaming, so I am going to have to end the stream there. Apologies to all. She's not very well at the minute, but she's woken up, so I need to go see her.